In Lesson 7.0, Day 2, you'll be finding the area and perimeter of trapezoids. A trapezoid is a figure with one pair of parallel sides. We call those two sides B1 and B2, or base 1 and base 2. And then the height is the distance between those two bases. Remember, the height is always perpendicular to the base. Now, if I were to take this trapezoid and make a copy of it, and then spin it around and put it together, you will see that we end up with a parallelogram. So a trapezoid is really just half of a parallelogram. Remember that the area of a parallelogram is the base times the height. Well, this particular parallelogram would be base 1 plus base 2 would be the base, times the height, which is h. So now if we take b1 plus b2, take that answer multiplied by the height, that would give us the area of this parallelogram, but the trapezoid is only half of that, which leads us to the formula for a trapezoid. The area is equal to 1/2 times the height times the sum of the bases. The 1/2 comes from the fact that it's half of a parallelogram with b1 plus b2 as the base and h as the height. So let's go ahead and try this one. First thing we're going to do is find the perimeter. The perimeter is found just by adding the lengths of all the sides together. One mistake sometimes students will make is they will add all the numbers they see together. But we don't want to add this number because this is not part of the distance around. So let's just go ahead and start here at the corner. We're going to say 15 plus 8 plus 9 plus 7. When you add those all together, you end up with the perimeter equaling 15 plus 8 plus 9 plus 7. That equals 39, and it's in meters, so 39 meters. Now to find the area, let's go ahead and write down our formula. Area is equal to 1/2 times the height times the sum of the bases, so b1 plus b2. So in this particular example, the area is going to equal 1/2 times the height, and the height is 6, times the sum of the bases. Our two bases are 15 and 9. Remember, the bases are the two sides that are parallel to each other. So 15 plus 9. Now, if you're just using brain power, you would want to go ahead and follow the order of operations, or you could type this into your calculator, but you would want to make sure to put parentheses around the 15 plus 9. 15 plus 9 is going to be 24. So the area is equal to 1/2 times 6 times 24. Now you can multiply these in any order you want. It might be a little easier to do 1/2 times 24. 1/2 of 24 is 12, and then 12 times 6. 12 times 6 is going to be 72. 72 meters squared. Remember, area is always in units squared. You could have also multiplied 1/2 times 6 first. 1/2 times 6 is 3, and then 3 times 24 is 72. Here's one more example. You can try this one on your own. The perimeter, remember, is going to be the sum of all the lengths of the sides added together. So let's go ahead and start in this upper corner. 14 plus 14 plus 24 plus 10. Let's go ahead and add those all together. And you end up with 62. And it's going to be 62 centimeters. Now to find the area, remember area is equal to 1/2 times the height times the sum of the two bases. So the area is going to equal 1/2. Now the height for this particular example is 10. It actually is a side and the height of the trapezoid, because this is the distance between the two parallel sides. So the height, again, is 10 times the sum of the two bases. We have 14 plus 24. So the area is going to equal 1/2 times 10 times 24 plus 14. That's going to be 38. Now I'm going to go ahead and rearrange this and multiply the 1/2 times 38. Half of 38 is going to be 19, and 19 times 10. 19 times 10 is going to be 190. And this is going to be in centimeters squared.